This is Sports Federation TV. If you've just joined us, good evening and welcome. This is the show where we talk about a range of different codes of sport. We've chatted a bit about surfing. We're now moving to something a bit more active and a bit more physical in a general sense. Anthony, you well?
I'm very well, thanks. Great to be here.
Good, good. Zola, all
Yes, all good, bro.
All good,
Everything,
all
yes,
good.
man. Yeah.
We're chatting Cape Fight League, and some of you may sound a bit foreign. We'll get Anthony to explain what Cape Fight League is about. Anthony, tell us a bit about this.
Well, basically, Cape Fight League is a league that was created to showcase Cape Town's or the Western Cape's talent. So, you know, instead of limiting our fighters to fighting each other on an ongoing basis, Cape Fight League's created a platform, a big stage, where we bring guys from all over South Africa and international fighters to compete against our local talent. And in that way grow our local talent.
Is it all local guys in terms of guys who are amateur, or is it professional guys?
Well,
How does it work?
it's a mixture. We have different platforms. We have amateur kickboxing, amateur MMA, and amateur and professional boxing. And you know, we also have professional kickboxing. So you know, it's growing. It started off as an amateur sporting event, and you know, it's grown into a professional sporting event as well as an amateur event.
So it caters for all different elements of contact sport to a point.
Correct. We've had mixed events in the past where we've had MMA and kickboxing on the same bill, but the sport's grown to such an extent now, and we've created such a big pool of fighters that we have separate events. So we'll have a professional kickboxing event with maybe 5 or 6 professional bouts on, and then the rest of that we'll bring out some up-and-coming amateurs to compete on that fight card as well, and give them the opportunity to compete on the big stage, you know, in front of the lights and cameras and all of that.
And all the big audience.
And all the big audience.
Zola, what's your involvement in all of this?
Yeah, I'm coaching, training, developing mostly young boxers in Western Cape.
Do you come from a boxing background, or do you just fall into this by choice?
And now I'm coming from my boxing background. I was a boxer myself, and then I was a pro boxer. I was an amateur pro boxer, and then became a coach. So now I'm developing the young kids from mostly from the townships surrounding areas in Kailicha. So
It's good to have you here because people perceive boxing to be a sport where when you get to a certain age and you box for 5 years, 10 years, you got no more brains. Is that still, that's the misperception? That's what happens. That's what people believe. Is it true, Zola?
No. Really, it's not like that. It's not like that.
Not if you're a good boxer.
Yeah,
you must try and not get hit.
That's the key, Anthony. That's the key. Because, like I say, people don't want to get involved in boxing. Amateur boxing, you have all the protective gear, the headgear and everything else.
Yeah.
In professional boxing, do they have safety precautions?
Yeah, in training we're using pre-safety precautions, you know, boxers in the gym they're using head guards and so, but we are preparing, you know, going to the boxing match. So we are well prepared. Boxers, they know exactly what to expect and know what to get. So definitely they're not got hit there because they prepared. So if you do not prepare yourself well, then you might get knocked out and then so you get hit. But definitely it's not always that happen in boxing.
Zola, here's a question for you. Why do people strap their hands before they put their gloves on? I've always wondered that question.
Yeah, because you need to protect your hands. Because if
But you
it's
got gloves.
yeah,
Not enough
but
protection.
if you do not put a bandage to protect your hands, you can damage your hands. You can break your hand.
Through the gloves.
Yeah,
It hurts
through the gloves.
It hurts through the gloves and bandages.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Someone's got strong bones.
The most common breaks are in your wrist. So, you know, you want to protect the thumb, you want to protect the wrist, you want to protect the knuckles. It's their trade, you know. So the guys need to look after their hands. If you look after your hands, like in any sport, if you look after your body, you've got a long life in that sport. If you don't look after yourself, you know, your career in that sport's short-lived, and that's all sports really. So, you know, safety is paramount. The guys, when they train, they wear closed-face head guards. When they compete as amateurs, they wear open-face head guards, but still head guards. And obviously the boxing gloves. You know, it's only once they go professional the head guards come off. You know, and by that time the guys are well trained and they know how to duck, weave, bob, and not get hit.
But what's the distinction between amateur and pro? How do you become a pro? Can you just choose to be a pro? Or
No. You need
is
to do
there
a proper
criteria?
license. You need to go ahead and you need to do a proper license. And once you've gone pro, you can't fight amateur anymore. And a professional is somebody who's been paid to compete in that sport.
I understand the paid part. I'm talking about what's the distinction in terms of qualification, in terms of expertise and fighting skill. to move to the next level?
Well, you need to work your way up there.
Yeah,
And you first need to go through a
yeah,
test.
you need to work your way up, and as an amateur, as you understand that you're using your headgear when you're fighting, and as an senior boxer, more than 17, you're wearing 10 ounce, so it's more safer for amateurs. But you grow from that level to the pro level. That's where now at the pro level, then the body with the professional boxing, they check the boxers before they go to professionals. They test them, they put them in a sparring, they check, they see if this boxer, its lack of quality to be a pro boxer, is going to fail the test. They can't take him to pros. So you need to go through a test where you need to pass the test, then you go to pros. You can't just go to be a pro.
But you also need to qualify at a certain skill level in bouts. You need to win X number. Your stats need to talk for you as well.
Yeah, of course. You can't just go there and nobody knows you. You must bring your record books. So the way they can say that you've got more than 5 fights as an amateur, then you'll take it from there.
Take us to a typical training day in a boxer's life.
Yeah, it's especially if you're preparing a fight, it's not easy. So it's a lot of work need to be done. Sometimes, as now, some of my boxers are preparing a fight for next week. So we start early at 6 o'clock in the morning, work in the gym 2 hours, doing running, mostly in the morning, doing running, skipping, punching bag, hand pads, and the exercises. It's a lot, takes a lot from your body, so you must prepare yourself very well. In the evening, mostly it's a sparring. You need to do skipping, warm up with skipping, shadow boxing, and then before you go to sparring, taking up sparring from 8 to 10 rounds, and after that doing shadow boxing exercises and so on, just to make sure that the boxer is in a good condition for a fight.
Sure, that's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
Let's take a look and see at a typical training session. Let's check this video. Zola, that's hard work.
That's hard work. You need a lot of dedication and you need of big heart as well.
Who are the two people in that little clip?
Yeah.
Who are they?
It's myself and Bam.
Okay.
It's Netemba Bam.
We'll chat to Mr. Bam in a bit.
Yeah.
I'm a bit scared when we chat to him, but as long as he stays on the couch, I'm okay.
No, he's a harmless guy.
Okay.
He's a
Harmless?
harmless.
You
No.
don't look harmless there, man. Far from it. And then tell us a bit more about this Cape Fight League event that's happening.
Well, it's our first boxing event. It's on the 31st of October at Camps Bay High School. It's a professional promotion. We've got 10 professional boxing bouts. Some really exciting fighters on the bill. We've got Bum fighting, which is ranked number 2 in South Africa and being groomed to be a world champion. We've got Cristiano Nombasi fighting, which is ranked number 3 in South Africa. And I'm very excited as well to see Soos Grobelaar, which is a well-known MMA and K1 fighter, making his debut in boxing, and that's in the heavyweight. It's always exciting. So I do the fight card myself. I'm quite passionate about it and quite excited to see the fights. I've hand chosen fights that I want to see. So looking forward to it.
And people need to understand that it's based on weight categories.
Correct.
Can you just explain the weight category, the different distinctions?
Yeah, we base it on two criteria. It's weight, but also skill level. So you don't want to match a guy that's had 5 wins against a debut fighter. So we're matching the guys on both their weight and their skill level, and that way you get a better fight, really.
And then, obviously, it happens at Camps Bay High on the 31st. Is there entrance fee? How does it work?
The tickets start at 100 Rand, up to 200 Rand, which are the VIP seats. Tickets can be bought at the door or at CompuTicket. And you can also go have a look at our site, www.capefightleague.co.za.
Looks like it's going to be a jam-packed ball.
It's going to be excellent.
What time does fighting start?
It starts at 5:30.
And it will carry on until 10,
It'll
11
carry on
o'clock?
until 10:30, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there food on sale?
There's food and drinks on sale. We'll
Yeah.
have shawarmas, burgers, hot dogs, boerewors rolls, and you can also buy beverages there. We're also going to have G-Baby performing live in the interval, and we're going to have Zulu dancers opening the event. So, you know, it's there for the whole family. It's not just hardened boxing enthusiasts. We're going to have a great show, and everybody's welcome.
Good. Zola, your man ready for the action?
His man is ready for action. He has been working almost past 2 months preparing for this fight. So definitely now, his mind is focused to this up and coming event now for next Saturday.
Good.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you for
We
your
look
time.
forward to getting some results from that event.
Excellent.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Let's
man.
take a break, and when we come back, we'll chat to 2 fighters who will be taking part in the Cape Fight League. See you now.